This is Brian Van from Sportbike Track Gear, sportbiketrackgear.com. I'm here today with my good friend Mathias from Spiegler Performance Parts. He is our #1 brake line supplier. Hello, Mathias.
Brian, good to see you.
Good to see you again. We have installed a set of Spiegler brake lines on this 2008 Yamaha R1. You see the awesome black fittings, orange line, orange bike. Looks great, best product out there. Something that we sell quite a bit of, especially with the brake lines, is the speed bleeder. These things are awesome, but I don't know if everybody understands how to use this thing, and we're gonna help you out there. Lots of folks like to buy these when they buy the brake lines, okay? And that's a great idea, because what are these good for? You know, what in your mind?
It's a check valve inside there, and it makes the bleeding job so much easier because you don't have to close the bleeding screw anymore. You just open it up. The thread locker avoids that brake fluid is coming out of the caliper thread, and the little check valve keeps a little ball down in the ball so that brake fluid doesn't come out and air cannot get in. But as soon as you actuate your lever and pump it, the little spring gives and brake fluid comes out. You just release the lever, the check valve closes, no air goes in, and that's how you can easily bleed your brakes without closing and opening of the bleeder screw.
Correct. Now,
Easy way.
would you put these on an empty system?
No, I won't.
Oh wait, so you're telling me if you're replacing the brake lines, you're not going to install these at the same exact time when the system's empty?
That's correct, because when the system is empty, it's very difficult to overcome the air pressure in the system by pumping. So the check valve, it makes things difficult. It's better you fill the brake system at first with fluid, like we have shown this in one of our previous videos, and then just take the original bleeder screw out and put the speed bleeder in, and that's what we are doing now.
I would go as far as to say just do a quick bleed job with the standard screw.
Yeah.
These are for maintenance. You should change your brake fluid all the time. It's hydroscopic, which means it attracts and retains moisture.
That's correct.
And that's what degrades the fluid's performance.
Yes, it does.
It can't deal with the heat. It could become corrosive
Moisture,
inside.
you know, and gets up to heat and builds little steam bubbles. Steam bubbles are compressible, and that causes then this mushy feel in the brake lever.
So we've already bled the brakes on this R1, and now we're going to show you how we would recommend doing this. Once again, this is for entertainment purposes only. In no way, shape, or form does this supersede information in the secret document, otherwise known as the service manual. We recommend that this is done by a licensed professional, especially if you are not comfortable doing it yourself. All that being said, we're going to show you how we would do it on our own bike, okay? After the legal disclaimer, right? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a paper towel here. I'm going to fold it up. Mathias has uncapped the bleeder screw. Now what you got to watch here, okay, is we've got live fluid in here and we don't want to make a big mess, okay? So we want to be as quick as possible. I've broken it loose. I'm going to unthread it. We're going to start losing a little bit of fluid. Mathias is jumping in there. He's threading that thing in by hand. And now, remember, we've got thread locker on this bad boy, so we're going to go ahead, and this one is not going to go in finger tight by itself.
Also, don't open up the cap of the brake fluid reservoir. It keeps the system a little bit concealed and avoids that fluid is just pouring out of the bleeder screw.
Correct. So you'll lose less fluid if you leave the cap on. That is a very good point. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to snug this up, and you'll notice, like I said, it has a completely different feel now, so keep your rag in place because it's not going to spin down as fast as a screw that did not have thread locker on there. And that's it. I've got that one seated. Now we're going to go to the other side and just do the same thing, okay? But realistically, you know what, Mathias? I think we could probably get the point across with what we have in place right now.
Yep.
Don't you think?
Yep, absolutely.
Because we want to focus on the bleeding procedure now. You'll note that in our brake bleeding video, we utilize this awesome bag and hose kit from Speed Bleeder, okay? It's simply a bag, a plastic bag that is resistant to the corrosive properties of brake fluid, right? And a special hose. This is reusable. You can keep this and use it over and over for a long time. It'll be a great tool in servicing your brake system. Go ahead and slide this over the bleeder screw. And now you can simply
open it and leave it open.
Like so, and pump away to your heart's content. But I would suggest stopping before your master cylinder
runs empty.
Right.
But we are also getting clear fluid. There is no air in it. So I say, Brian, we're good.
Go ahead, close it up. You know, and this is, realistically, this is a pretty short video here, but the point I really want to stress with the speed bleeder is don't put those on when the system is empty and you've just installed your lines, because if you do that, you're going to be pumping on that lever for a long time, and you're probably going to frustrate yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's what we want to try and avoid. You know, we want to make this easy for you. The speed bleeder is a maintenance tool. Once you get it installed in your calipers front and rear, it's going to allow you to change your brake fluid multiple times with the greatest of ease.
Yes.
I mean, you saw that we're literally just sitting there, pulling the lever in and out, no problem, and the fluid, you could see through this hose, was clear, no bubbles whatsoever. I think they're great, they're very affordable. The perfect time to install them is when you're replacing your brake lines. You use your OEM screws, get a nice bleed, get a decent lever out of it. You don't have to go crazy, at least get pressure. Then swap them. Then swap them, and you'll be able to bleed these things, especially if you're a little paranoid about having some air in there. You get those speed bleeders on after you've used the OEs to get a decent lever, and you'll be able to make sure that you have not one microscopic air bubble in that system.
That's right.
And that's where the speed bleeders are great. Those are obviously available from us here at SportbikeTrackGear.com, along with your Spiegler brake lines. If you want to make the system perfect, you can install a set of Carbon in the Rain brake pads. We've got the SBK5.
Yes, SBK5.
For the street guy and the entry-level track guy.
Yes, you can use them on a track day and entry level, even intermediate can use them. And after that, if you're a full-blown racer or you're in the fast group, use the C55. It's a full
race. Right. Some of the fastest guys on the country are rolling on those
like
pads.
Robert Jensen owns 1,000 track records, one of the fastest privateers here in this country.
So that's another thing you can do to upgrade your braking system. So there you go. There is our speed bleeder video. I'm Brian. That's Mathias. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Brian.